Good morning, children. Today I'm spelling the chapter Inside Our Earth, Geography, Class 7, Chapter number 2, Inside Our Earth. Let's start. Just like in an onion, the Earth made up of several concrete layers, one after the another. The uppermost layer is known as the crust, the second is the mantle, and the third is the core. Let's study all the layers one by one. The earth divided into three layers, the crust, the mantle, and the core, based on the compound, that is the composition of the layers from each other. The crust is the uppermost layer of the Earth's surface. It is the thinnest among all. It divided into two groups, continental crust and the oceanic crust. The continental crust goes up to 35 kilometers on the continental mass, whereas the oceanic crust goes up to 5 kilometers on the ocean floor. The continental crust is made up of silica and aluminium, which is called known as Sial, whereas the oceanic crust is made up of silica and magnesium, known as Sima. Just beneath the crust, we have mantle which extend up to 2009 kilometer depth below the crust. The third layer after the mantle, that is the core, which is divided into two groups, the outer core and the inner core. The core is the innermost layer, radius up to 3,500 kilometers. It's made up of nickel and the iron, together known as knife. The core has very high temperature as well as the high pressure. If you calculate the crust to the your core, the radius of the earth approximately goes to 6,371 kilometers. If you see the temperature of the earth from the crust to the core, the mantle goes up to 2000 degrees Celsius, whereas if you read the inner core, the temperature rises up to 6000 degrees Celsius inside the earth. Afterward, you are going to study about the rocks and the minerals. Let's study about the rocks. First of all, you should know the meaning of rocks. Any natural mass of mineral matter that make up the earth crust is known as rocks. Rocks can be of different shapes and different sizes. In this chapter, you're going to study about different types of the rocks: igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, and the metamorphic rock. Let's learn about all the rocks one by one. Igneous rocks. The word igneous derived from a Latin word which means fire. It means that is when the lava, the magma. It is also known the igneous rock known as the primary rocks. It divided into two groups, extrusive and intrusive rocks. When the molten magma comes out from the earth's surface and cools down, when the molten magma coming out from the interior of the earth's surface and cools down and becomes solid, that is known as igneous rocks. When the molten magma cools down on the earth's surface externally, this is known as extrusive rocks. When the molten magma cool down inside the earth internally, it is known as intrusive igneous rocks. Intrusive igneous rocks can take thousands of years, whereas extrusive rocks can take months to cool down. Again, you can see magma comes out from the lava and cools on the earth's surface. Extrusive means externally. And when they cool beneath the surface internally, known as intrusive igneous rocks. So here you should know that examples, that is because the lava comes out from the volcano blast as well as then they cools down. So the example of extrusive igneous rocks given in your textbook is basalt. Along with this, for intrusive igneous rock, the example which they have given to you in your book is the granite. Second is the sedimentary rocks. Rocks roll down, crack, and hit each other and are broken into small fragments. These small particles are known as sediments. These sediments are transported and deposited by the wind and water, and when they become compressed and hardened, then they form a sedimentary rocks. Let me explain you with the diagram. Look here. Magma comes out, become igneous rocks. When these igneous rocks roll, hit each other and broke down into small particles, which is known as sediments. When these sediments compressed and become hard, that rock is known as sedimentary rocks. And these sediments particles can be transported with the help of water. And when they compress, they become sedimentary rocks. They also transported in the form with the help of air. And when they compress, they turn to be sedimentary rocks. Here, boys, please do remember sedimentary rocks is the example where you can see the fossils of the plants, animal, water animals, plus as well as you can see the picture also they've given you. So these sedimentary rocks are the rocks which we can see contain the fossils of the plants, animals, and other microorganisms also, which once they lived over there. The third rock is the metamorphic rock. Metamorphic rock means the igneous and the sedimentary rocks can change into metamorphic rock under heat and pressure. Let me explain you. The main rocks, that is igneous rock or the sedimentary rocks, when you're giving them heat and pressure, they turn to be a new rock. That is known as metamorphic rock. Example, that is the clay change into the slate, limestone change into marble. Rocks are very useful to us for making roads, houses, buildings, as well as playing different games. The next part of the chapter, they're telling you about the rock cycle. The process of transformation of the rock from one to another is known as rock cycle. Now, I will explain you very simple terminology. When the magma comes out, it becomes cools down, becomes solid, known as igneous rocks. When igneous rocks roll, hit each other, turn into small particles known as sediments. When these sediments compressed, become hard, known as sedimentary rock. When the sedimentary rocks and the igneous rock get heat and pressure, they turn to be the metamorphic rock. Again, the metamorphic rock get melt and again the magma comes out. So this process, whole process, is known as rock cycle. The last part is about the minerals. So first of all, in the exam, they can ask you define mineral or they can ask you the uses of the minerals. So minerals are natural occurring substances which have certain physical property and the definite chemical compositions. Minerals are very useful to us. Like minerals are iron, diamonds, gold, petrol, all your pearls. They can use in the industries. You can see petrol can be used in automobiles, in the industries, gold and diamond for the jewelries, coal also for the industries, iron, aluminum, uranium, all are the different example of minerals. I hope it is clear to all of you. Thank you for watching.